Hey everybody, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I'm just letting you guys know that we are currently waiting for player announcements. If you could give us just a second, and we'll be right back in action. Thanks for tuning in to the 2024 CueSpeed Napa Invitational. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you are watching the 2024 CueSpeed Napa Invitational here at Railyard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm being joined in the booth currently by Mr. Derek Pogorski. How you doing, Derek?
I'm doing great.
Yeah,
Looking
so we got
forward to doing some commentary.
absolutely. So we've got a great match coming up. We're waiting for the tournament director here for this event, Kelly Pendleton. Shout out to my Michigan peeps. She's doing her great job here at the WPBA. She's going to do the player announcements for us, and then we'll get started with the particular feature matchup. If anyone wants to follow along, they can go to digitalpool.com and look for the CueSpeed Napa Invitational here. You can just search in the search bar WPBA. You can also follow the link in our YouTube description. The link is in there as well. And we also have these sets of balls that we're using at this event for sale at a very discounted rate. That link is also in the description in the bio. If anyone's interested in purchasing this ball set, we can also get a cue ball signed by one of the girls here that's still currently in the event. If you're interested in that, that's kind of a bonus to purchasing the set. Or the box or whatever. You just let us know what we need to do. Contact WPBA, and they will take care of that for you. So are you pretty familiar? Have you ever met Rachel? I know you're familiar with Brittany.
Yeah, I've known Brittany for at least a decade,
Yeah, at
and I
least.
knew, yeah, when she was very young, and we've always been friends, mutual respect. But Rachel, I've seen her. I think I've done some commentary on some of her matches
Okay.
before, um, but I don't know her personally.
So, me personally, I actually uh, I was playing on a TV or on a table next to. I was playing at the TV or next to the TV table in Michigan, and that particular time when I was playing next to it, Rachel was playing Jasmine Ocean, and I think she took Jasmine to the hill. She played exceptionally well, and I'm pretty excited to see this matchup today. This is an A-side matchup.
Yeah.
So the first match of the day for both of these ladies, first match of the entire event for both of these
And her
ladies.
opponent, currently
And for
railing
those of you who are
wide,
not
number
familiar with Brittany
30.
Bryant, we call
Her
her the
title
bombshell. She
includes
resides in
World
Ontario. She is
Championship,
currently ranked number
Ball
7 on the
Holder League
WPBA,
Championships, and is
and
the
has been, I think, as
inaugural
high as
tour
third
winner.
throughout her
She's
career.
from
Oh,
the
her highest ranking
UC
inside the
X-Pool
WPBA was
table
number
in
2.
B block.
Oh, okay.
So she was
Okay.
real close at
Eva
one point.
Miller.
Her first WPBA event was in 2008, the San Diego
On
Classic.
table
So
5.
Brittany's a
Her
lifer
sponsor
here at the
with
Yeah,
WPBA.
she's very young, but
38.
she's also a veteran on
Yeah,
the pro circuit. She's
Her
exactly.
no
sponsor with
stranger to.
Pleasant Clay
She is
Service,
not a stranger
Team
to
Straight
this
Pool
to these
Line
events.
at
She's
Billiards
actually
Academy
won,
in
I believe,
Charleston,
2
South Carolina.
WPBA events,
John
and they were the
McGregor
Blue Emu Southern
Open.
Open events that we had in
Her
Bristol at
opponent from
Borderline
Chicago,
Billiards.
currently ranked 31.
Yeah,
He
I
plays
like her
with
style of play.
Team
She doesn't
Speed
cinch
for
balls or roll
Bryant.
balls.
And
She's
so break 2
she
on
can play the
table
power
there,
game.
Derek
You
from
can just you
Bellevue.
see it in her stroke, her
Olivia
confidence,
Chang.
and that's what it takes to
Mm,
to play at this level with these
absolutely.
top women. I mean,
On
you
table
have to
12.
play that game.
Absolutely.
You're not going to get there playing safes all the time.
No.
You got to run out
You
here.
got to learn how to run the
Series
balls.
family
You got to
friendly
run out with this
creation
crowd.
for
That's for
Rosehead
sure.
Resort on
Absolutely.
Tuesday
So
night.
Rachel Lang, a little bit of
Alumni
background on
Paradise
Rachel. They call her the
family at
Rhinestone.
Billiard
She
UB.
is from New York.
Jesse
She currently
Sastre.
resides in Catskill, New York. Her current ranking is
And from
62, but she's not playing
Utica,
in all the
Georgia,
events. So you can't
U.S.
really
Ball
judge that
Holder
ranking
PBA
because she's not playing
Championships and
consistently in all the stops.
Ball Holder
Right,
Gold
right.
Um,
titles.
but her first event
Court
was the
number 1
2024 Soaring Eagle Masters,
and
the one I
your
was just
host,
talking about.
Right.
That was her
Jeremy
first
Segura.
WPBA event.
Her
And she's also a
sponsor
Peach
with
Hour
our
sponsored
Bryant
player along with Team
Collision
Straight
and
Pool Eye and
Sets.
Game On
Lined
Gear.
up is
Game On Gear is one of the tour
Sastre.
sponsors here at the WPBA. Big Family Custom Creations and Game On Gear. Fantastic, ladies.
On table
So we're pretty excited to have them on board. I'll tell you what, folks, while we're waiting for them to finish the announcements, why don't you guys enjoy a little bit of our sponsor.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by
All right, looks like
All right, folks,
they're
looks
getting
like
ready
we're
to
getting
lag.
ready to lag. Let's go ahead and get the player card removed from the screen. Brittany Bryant is on the right-hand side of your screen, and Rachel Lang is on your left.
looks like Rachel's gonna win the lag here.
Right. So I will tell you guys a little tidbit of information. Brittany came in a little crazy. She came in kind of hot. They got stuck in traffic. A giant church caught on fire last night here. And it's
wow.
right kind of in the path for us to get back to our hotels.
Wow.
And so Brittany was stuck in traffic trying to get around that. So she is coming in kind of like probably a little bit, anxious.
Yeah,
because
disheveled maybe.
Yeah, she called me on her way here. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be late." And I was like, "Just get here. We'll be fine. The church is only 3 blocks from here, You'll get around it." And so she came in kind of running crazy. Okay, so Rachel has won the lag. For those of you guys, I don't know if they put my match rules on the stream or not. The look, unfortunately, we can kind of go over that. So you guys seen they lagged for the first break. Yeah, they didn't put it on yet. So these girls lagged for the first break. Then it's alternate breaks thereafter. This is a race to 8. Cue ball fouls only. 3-point rule is in effect. The 9 ball doesn't count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. 3 foul rule is a loss of game. Those are our basic rules.
Yeah. I see that Rachel broke with the she hit the one ball square. I was curious to see whether she was going to use a cut break or break square. Oh, that was a bad roll there.
Yeah, so it looks like she let the cue get away from her there.
Yeah.
Brittany will come to the table with ball in hand.
That was real close to being a nice shot because she got a nice angle on the 2. But she kind of had to take a risk there with that shot of scratching in the side because that was a very difficult shape, on the 2 ball.
All right, so Brittany just starts off with a nice little roll-in on the 2. I don't know that she may have fallen a little straight.
Yeah, or a little high. I think a little flat. If she would have been a little higher or a little lower, she could work the cue ball better. But I think she's going to be okay. She might have to just leave herself a little bit longer on the position here. not try to get perfect. Yeah, like be conservative. Yeah. So she wanted to be closer, obviously, on her shape, but she had to kind of take her medicine.
Do you think here
oh,
that this is the 9 ball could potentially go in from this? She's going to have to hit it anyway, right?
Yeah, I think she's gonna hit
She
this
can't
with
avoid it.
just low center and just kind of stop it there, just like that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I wondered that.
that was a boy. She really hit that well. Yeah. Look at her cue ball. The 9 ball was probably secondary, but yeah, that was a good shot. I think she might come all the way down the bottom rail by the diamond logo and go back up, but we'll see. Maybe she's flat enough where she can hold it.
No, she's going to the rail.
Yeah. Just like that. Looks like nice. She's gotten back in line here. I think she's just going to draw straight back, bring the cue ball back pretty much where it is now, is where she wants it.
Yeah, leave herself just enough angle to 2-rail back out to the center for the 9.
Yeah.
If she falls straight, that's okay. She's just going to have to put a little something on it.
Yeah, she might have come too far. She might have to come all the way down to this bottom rail and go back up. I don't. No, it looks like she's okay. She can just draw it back. Yeah, she's okay. She can just draw this straight back. Yep, just like that. Boy, and it's nice playing on new cloth, isn't it? You just put a good stroke on it. That ball comes back 4 feet there, 3 feet.
So basically, with this table here, this is the table that they play the SVB Fedor match on. And Kyle has, not a lot of people use it. So Kyle said he came in, this is the owner of Railyard here. And he came in and told me that there was a grease stain or something on it. And he tore the table apart yesterday and completely reclothed it, redid the rails, everything. I mean, he just tore it all apart. And I thought, oh my goodness, you don't have much time. And he did it, and he was quick. He was, and then he has a house pro here, Louis DeMarco. And so
I know Louis well.
And so Louis got right out here and helped him out, and I mean, it's a beautiful product. Okay, so Brittany Bryant to break. Currently 1-0 over Rachel Lang. All right, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the stream. If you share it, we will grow. So if you guys could take care of that for me, that would be fantastic.
Okay, right off I noticed that Brittany went with the cut break. She cut the 1 ball a little bit, come off the long rail and back out towards the middle of the table. Boy, she couldn't have, almost ball in hand position on the 1. She played for the 1 in the upper corner with that cut break, and the cue ball is just absolutely perfect. It's almost, well, she's got a little bit of distance here. She's got to use the bridge, but for Canadians, that's like second nature. They're used to playing snooker, and so I don't know this for a fact, but I assume that she's very good with the bridge. I like her form, the way she's getting down on the ball here. So I think she's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's.
She may want to keep the bridge. Oh no, okay.
Yeah. Now she could go forward. I think she's just gonna cross, Z bank it backwards below the side pocket here, a little bit of bottom right for the shape on the 3. Do you agree with that, Lonnie?
Well, I think that's definitely a preference. I know Brittany will send the cue around at times. She does have a tendency to kind of let that cue ball go if she needs to, but I think you're right in this instance.
Yeah, nothing wrong with using high ball, but I think that one. So looks like she's got a little bit of an angle on this 3 to cut it to the right, so she can use that top rail to
come back out to the
control. Yeah.
Slow the cue ball down.
Just like that. Yeah, you'll see these top players. They're going to use the cushions a lot, and that's a sign of a good player.
So that's a bit of angle on the 5.
Yeah, she does a little unfavorable angle. She might have to draw this or roll it, or she could drop down between the 9 and the 8. But I don't know. That's or she could go. I don't know if she can go in front of the 9. I think she'd go between. I'm not at the table. I can't.
I feel like going in between the 8-9 is very dangerous. I don't know if
I agree.
she's
She's contemplating.
oh, and she's kind of loading up on it. We'll see. She's loading up with low ball.
She might be try to draw above the side here.
I like that. She
Okay,
just
yeah.
pinched it and held it there. That was a
Yeah.
very smart decision. And to be fair, it's a veteran decision, I think, in Brittany's case. Just to accept the shot, accept the lie, make the ball, keep the cue ball in the window of the 6. Then you're not worrying about bumping into the 8 or the 9.
I agree. She had to go conservative on the shape, and that's what she did. She had to, she got a little out of line. And so sometimes you just have to do that. Now this is an absolutely perfect angle. This is almost ball in hand angle here. Just a little low ball, or some players like to use a touch of English. Some players just use straight low. This is a preference, but either way, she's perfect. I think she wants to get pretty straight on that 8 ball.
Ooh, wiped its feet a little on the way in, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
I'm surprised she didn't go after that 7 a little bit more and try to get a little closer to the 8. I mean, she's fine here. She's, but I thought she might want to power that up a little bit, stun it a little bit more.
Absolutely.
But she's still okay.
So speaking of that, seeing Brittany's cue there, Brittany is a Predator-sponsored player. She, and also Jam Up, she plays with the Predator icon. So it's a beautiful cue. Right, this 9 ball to extend the lead to 2.
She can go high ball here down the bottom rail or just draw this. It's a preference. Oh, she just drew it into the corner 2 rails. Yeah.
All right, Brittany Bryant, 2-0 over Rachel Lang.
Yeah, you're probably not going to see these players rolling too many balls. Like 9 balls, they're going to hit them with pace. So she hit that with a little bit of pace, went 2 rails into the bottom corner. You don't really want to be rolling balls in this sport unless the table just absolutely dictates it. So I approve of that. She could have drawn that and just held it to the side rail, but she just hit it like maybe a low stun, with maybe a touch of outside English.
So I was just reading some of Brittany's bio information, and this is something really cool about Brittany. She's very supportive of the junior players. She said in her bio sheets, she says she created a fundraiser for the Junior Players of Canada. You can support by donating to the JB Fund or by participating in the Jack Bryant Memorial, which she runs every year. So if that's something you guys would be interested in doing and helping Brittany with the Junior Canadian program, make sure to go to Brittany's player sheet, or her player social medias. I think it's Brittany Bryant, the bombshell, and find ways to support. So looks like Rachel lost the white ball.
Yeah, she scratched in the side. That was unfortunate. And it looks like Brittany has a pretty nice layout. There's nothing really. I don't see any big trouble. The 7 is kind of in a tough spot there. It's only really. I think that'll be the key to getting out this match. That'll be the key position.
Well, I know this. Rachel plays very, very well, and so I think Brittany is very aware of that. I don't know if that's a good thing for Rachel, but I know that Rachel, she gets the right opportunity. She's going to get up there and do something, and so I know this sounds mean. I would love, you don't really pick someone when you're doing the commentary. You don't have a preference, right?
Right.
But I'd like to see, even though I'd love to see Brittany do a shutout, right? But at the same time, I would love to see Rachel.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Rachel's game. All right, so I guess I got my wish, huh?
Yeah, Brittany
See a
caught
little
that
bit of
ball
this?
a little full. Her position was great, but just missed it by a hair. She didn't miss it by much. They are human.
So I don't know if you know this about Rachel or not, but Rachel was a Junior World Team USA member. That's kind of cool.
I'm not surprised.
No, and she was a 2019 Super Billiard Expo champion as well.
Wow. Yeah.
She
Again.
is no stranger to winning and competing.
Yeah. And I've seen her over the years. So this is pretty tough. I mean, she looks like she's going to have to try to get between the 8 and the 5 there. Or she's,
Oh.
that was a really tough shot.
Yeah.
The shot wasn't as tough as the shape was.
Trying to get position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I
is tough
agree.
too. I think Brittany can go forward here. Yeah, she can go. I think she can just go forward to the bottom rail, come 2 rails out for shape on the. That's the 5 in the upper right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just a center ball, maybe a high ball. Oh, okay. She opted to draw it, so she was a little flatter than it looked on the monitor.
Now here, I'm sure Brittany will go 2 rails around the 8, back out to the center of the table for the 5 in the same pocket as the pink 4.
Yeah, I concur. I think maybe just center with a touch of left here. Kind of a little bit of a stun stroke.
Oh,
Well, there was a lot of distance there, and that just increases the difficulty of the shot. She was a long way away from the object ball.
right.
But
I think that Brittany may have gotten a little fortunate on this. I can't tell that Rachel can see this
Yeah,
ball.
the monitor looks like she's cut off. Yeah, she was cut off.
Yeah. Right, so she went for the kick. She did make a legal hit. Unfortunately, she has left Brittany a couple different options here on the pink 4, but I favor her to probably just cut it in the side pocket.
Yeah.
Go 1 rail back out to the center if she can have missed the 9, which I think she can.
Yeah. She might need a skosh of left here. It does look like
A skosh.
A skosh. Looks like she can
Skosh.
miss. Looks like she can miss the 9 here. Yeah.
Yeah, just a nice roll speed. Oh, she did miss the ball, though.
That was a delicate shot. Now, if Rachel decides to be aggressive here, she can play the bank and go 3 rails around for the 5, or she might opt to play safe. This is a player preference here. And the fact that the ball is frozen could create a kiss factor, so you have to weigh that in too.
I like Rachel's choice
I
here.
like
She
that a
opted to
lot.
play the safety. I think that was a smart shot.
I agree, and
Very intelligent. But
not only was it a smart shot, but she executed it like. It doesn't look like Brittany can make this ball, but I don't know. Is she cut off? Can you tell?
no, I think she can see the pink 4. I actually think she'll probably cross over it. Put the cue under the 9. We'll see
Right.
what.
But I mean, like you don't think she has enough room to make it?
I don't know
I
that
don't-
she has enough
It
to make
doesn't look
it.
like it on the monitor, but like you said, if not, just cross over and try to use the 9 ball as a blocker here. No, she
could see it.
And boy, she hit.
That was an optical illusion from our end, folks.
Yeah.
Nice
Like those
shot.
people that live on the Bering Straits, they're optical illusions. I couldn't help myself.
Just a
there,
little roll
Lonnie.
forward here. If she falls straight, that's okay. But a little angle would be nice.
So I think she can try to hold this or go across. I think when you're at the table, you can see this angle better. I think she's going to go across and play the 8 in the upper left, but we'll see. Yeah, that was more natural. She looks like she's got the correct angle on the 8 ball too, where she can come back down table towards the 9. Maybe again, she can either just draw this back or stun to the left long rail. I think she's just drawing straight back. Yeah, just like that. She had a nice little angle there too. It was a beautiful angle.
All right, in this 9-ball, Brittany Bryant currently up 3-0 over Rachel Lang in this first round A-side matchup here at the CueSpeed Napa Invitational. So, how do you feel about Railyard?
Well, this is my third time here.
Okay.
I came down here for the Chohan Feder match, and then I came down for the Shane Feder match,
Mm.
and
This
that
is not a
was
terrible drive for us.
no, and of course I always go to Derby, so I'm familiar with the area and the drive. Yeah, it's not too bad, you know. So
It's an absolutely stunning pool room. I mean, it's cool. It's got all
old,
this
yeah.
like brick and wood, and it's
Yeah.
just really industrial vibe-ish. And
Yeah, it's an old industrial area, but and it's just it's got so much character.
a lot of
It
character
is.
here
For
at
people who
the
haven't been here, you know,
Railyard. Yeah.
you guys got to see this place. It's one of the coolest pool rooms I think I've ever been in. Just if you take all the factors, the equipment is top notch. The lighting is, I mean, they just got the best equipment, and it's dialed in. All the tables are dialed in really good.
Yeah.
Just the atmosphere is cool. They have food. They actually have two bars, and the back section is bar table. And they got another bar in the back, and they serve food here. There's
Yeah, I had a
always
smash
parking.
burger last night. It was really yummy.
Yeah, and the parking is easy. They
Yeah.
got the big parking in the back, plus the street's always easy to park too.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty cool here, you guys. If
it-
you have a chance, you need
yeah.
to definitely come and
yeah,
check
I
out the
highly
Railyard.
highly
Railyards here.
recommend it if you're any kind of a pool
Mm-hmm. All right,
fan.
so looks like Brittany's back in action. She's back at the table. She's having a nice little run here from the break.
So is this the ball she's planned for the
No.
pink? Or
Yeah,
she
she's
play-
playing for the pink four, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the 5. Okay, so
Guys can't
I
see
think-
Derek, but he's pointing at the other screen.
so does she go? She stun up and come back down? I think so. I think she's going to stay on the right side of this 8, but she could. I think it's too dangerous to go between the 8 and the 9.
Well, I know this.
Oh no,
Brittany,
she's going between the.
I know
no,
this.
she's holding. She had
Brittany
some
missed
hold on
a
that.
side pocket shot in the last rack, and I knew that she was not missing that 3 ball. If you know Brittany, she's a very determined young lady. And that one miss in this side means she probably won't miss another ball in the side pocket for the next 8 hours.
I like that the way she stunned that ball forward and had right spin on it, and it came back for shape on the 4. I like that. That was a
This came a
very
little
advanced
short.
shot.
This came a little short for Brittany's liking. You could kind of see based on her body language there that she was a little bit like not happy. And it looks as though she's going to be using a bridge.
The 8 ball is not her friend here, so she's going to have to do some negotiating with that 8 ball. Does she go under it? Does she try to hold it? Does she go forward and try to go past the 9 on as we're looking at the monitor? No, I think she's drawing it now. Yeah, that was a very difficult shot.
All right, so she gone through the window of the 8-9 and just kind of accepted. Unfortunately, that cue took off just a tad more than she probably wanted it to.
I think she might play safe here. She could cross this 7 and leave it up on the end rail where that WPBA logo is.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Looks great, huh?
Now she could try to, if she makes this with high, she could scratch in the upper right. You know, if she's going to power stun this and go to the right long rail and back out to the center, that looks like what she's trying to do. She's going to just power this 7. I'll tell you, this is no hanger.
You undercut it.
Boy, she hit it awful good. She just missed it by a skosh. It went pretty deep in the pocket. It wasn't like she missed it by a lot. That was a very difficult shot. You know, she's hitting a power stun from a long ways away. That was a big ask there.
you got to do what you got to do when you put yourself
Yeah.
in the position, right? Like, you just have to get back to work. Fortunately, Brittany has missed, and Rachel is back to the table.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Rachel settle in here and get a game on the board.
Yeah, just 3 rails
She
here.
overshot this. I'm not sure that the 8 goes
I
past
don't
the
think
9.
it does. I think she's a little rattled unless this 8 goes, and then no, I'm looking at the monitor. It does not look like it goes on the monitor.
Well, based on Rachel's face, I don't think it goes either.
Otherwise, she'd
Um,
already. Yeah, she's.
Clear reaction says no go.
This
She
is
could.
not an easy safe here. What do you see, Lonnie? I don't see anything easy here.
I don't know if she can roll the 8 past and stick the cue ball to the 9. I can't tell what kind of angle
like
she's
that
got
too.
there.
It's dangerous, but I like that shot too.
Sure what her angle is. Let's see what we got here for a view.
I-
She could be offensive. I mean, she's in the hole,
She
right?
could play.
Like,
She could play the 9 if she's feeling it.
could, I
If she's
guess.
feeling it, she can play the 9 ball here.
She could bank it.
Yeah, these young players, I think she might go for
I think the smart shot is one she's going to
Nope.
play right here.
Right, that was our. Yeah.
That was the right shot for her, you know. I would have liked to have seen her get the cue ball froze up to the 9, but I think just making sure she can't see the 8,
Yeah.
no, puts Brittany in a situation. Brittany will be offensive here. I think she'll try to kick for the make.
Yeah. This is a pretty big ball. She can make this ball by hitting it directly, or go 2 rails, hitting the bottom rail. Ideally, she wants to go. Either way, if she goes for a direct hit, she can shoot the 9 in the side. If she goes for the bottom rail here, she can play the 9 in the bottom right. So I do think she's going to hit this with a little bit of pace, though. Like that. I like the fact that she used pace on that, because there's a greater chance if you miss the shot, you're going to get safe. Now, she didn't get safe. It didn't work out that way. But if she would have rolled that, she definitely would have sold out. At least when you miss it with pace, you have a good chance of. She almost did hook her behind the 9. But Rachel should clean this up really easy. And it looks like we're going to go to 3-1 with Brittany up. All right, so Brittany's on the board. So now we got a little time out here. Talk to one of our mutual friends, Mr. Frank Lanero, if he's out there listening.
Is he? What up, Frank?
Frank, are you out there, buddy? I haven't talked to him in a while.
So it looks like Brittany, I had to step away to talk to the tournament director here, Miss Kelly Pendleton. Brittany Bryant is up 3-1 over Rachel Lang. Rachel to break.
Rachel with the cut break. Very successful, really good break. She made the wing ball.
She's got the window.
Got a beautiful angle on the 1. The 5 might present a little bit of a problem, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I think she can see it.
I think she might be able to drop below this 5, but we'll see. It's hard to tell what she could go. She could play a Z, go back and forth. Oh boy.
She's gonna let that cue ball. She caught that 1 a little too thin.
Or do you think maybe she thought she was going to bump the?
She might have. She might have been playing into the bump on the 5.
On the 5, yeah, I don't know that. Boy, she's in trouble here.
She's moving a little quick. Like, let's be fair. These are first round matches of the day. I don't know how acclimated she is just yet to the environment, but she looks to be delivering quickly in her final stroke, which may be causing some of the weirdness in the shots. All right, so Brittany, here she is.
A lot of this. Oh, go ahead.
No, she can. I mean, she's looking as though she may be able to roll this ball in.
Yeah, I think so. I think she. I think this is cuttable. And I think she can. I think she can spin up the table too with some inside English, some left like English. But
no, she doesn't want to go up table. The next ball is the pink 4.
oh, okay. So I've got that. I'm looking at that.
Oh, a little bumpy bump. All right, and she got the bump. All right, so I like this. She has a couple options here. She can draw it to the rail and back out to the center of the table. I can't tell if she's got enough angle to go 2 rails out of the right-hand lower corner pocket.
Yeah. Either one of those are good. I think good options. I like coming down to this bottom rail like that.
Nice shot. 2 rails out of the corner.
Tip
Great
of
shot.
high, tip of high, tip of left. She looks like she's got a great angle here. Good angle. Maybe she's cutting this a little bit to the right, so she's worried about the 9. Maybe she might have to go to that top rail and come back down. I can't.
Well, and
can't
I
tell.
think, yeah, and I think here's the thing. I think this is what she's probably most mindful of in this situation. The 7 ball is way down at the other end of the table. So being a little bit closer to the 6 would suit her better than being really far away from it. So I think that she was thinking of ways to get closer to the 6. I liked it. She just unfortunately looks as though she may have overhit it. I like that choice, though.
Yeah, I thought she might have come down towards the.
To
go
find the gap between the 8 and the 9.
But she's at the table and she's, she's got a better view. She just overstroked that a little bit. I mean, if she just hits that a tiny bit, less speed, she would have been perfect.
So I want to say thank you to the people in the chat. Controversial Fish, here you are. Thank you for tuning in. And, of course, to Carly McGee, Kelly Fisher's super fan, and Brian. Brian Pauly will be here. He is a trick shot artist. He will be here. That's Superman Trick Shots. He will be here tomorrow, I do believe. Carly asked who was in the booth with me. So, Carly, I am in the booth with Derek Pogorski. We call him Ann Arbor Derek, those of us from Michigan. We call him Ann Arbor Derek, but his name is Derek Pogorski, and his significant other, Beth Sudholm, is actually playing in the event. She's actually in a match at the table right next to us, too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, boy. If she's like, he's going to shark me.
And she has her hands full, let's just say.
She's playing Pia Filler first round. That's a tough one in these 64 fields. You get drawn in based on your rank, Yeah. The low man plays the high man, and it's tough action, Yeah.
Betsy's super jazzed because she got 17th in the last event, and she's super happy. So
She beat me in the last one, too.
I wasn't going to mention that, Lonnie.
Oh, I don't care.
No, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
want to go into details exactly about that, but
we don't need to elaborate.
no.
But
Betsy did fine. Let's just put it that way.
yeah, we're both proud of her.
Absolutely.
So
I'm always cheering on my Michigan girls, no matter what.
this is about as tough as it gets on a pool table here. Like trying to decide. Looks like both the long banks are pretty much blocked from both ways.
And unfortunately, she bumped that 8 ball after shooting the 6. So now she's got herself in a bit of a spot.
So if she hits like a half ball cut on this 7 and tries to maybe leave the cue ball on the right hand rail and the 7 on the left hand rail, but that's such a delicate shot.
Yeah, the containing safety. I think I would prefer her to thin the right side of the 7 and go 2 rails to get back onto the 9.
Yeah, and
Just personally.
and give her
but-
and
Or
and
this,
just get distance.
she's going to bank it to the left rail or to the right-hand rail and bring the cue under the 8.
Right. That was just
Fortunately,
that was just on a scale of 1 to 10, that was probably an 8 or a 9 as far as difficulty from there. There's just no really easy solution with that shot. That was a very difficult shot. I think Brittany's going to stunt, go forward, and come on back down.
Say hello to Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Thank you for tuning in.
Well, that one wiped its feet on the way in, huh? It was. Here she can just stun forward. She doesn't really have to do much. She wants to get off the rail a little bit. Oh, she had straight in. She didn't need to.
Yeah, she just accepted the shot.
Yeah.
I think that she's on
Yeah.
the same end of the table. Definitely a makeable 9-ball for Brittany Bryant.
Yeah.
And this 9 to extend her lead 4-1 over Rachel Lang.
Boy, look at that cue ball. Oh. Technology's great, isn't it?
Technology is great, isn't it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brittany Bryant to break. Score is currently 4-1. This is an alternate break format, so you will see these ladies give racks back and forth. So she made the wing ball,
Yeah.
which is nice. I like that she's cut
Cut
breaking,
Yeah.
which allows the 1 to bank. If she doesn't make it in the side pocket, it banks down table. Now here,
For shape.
cue ball got a little kick, so it ends up down underneath the 1.
Yeah,
but
that was just unfortunate.
there's a 2-way shot available here as long as she can miss the 3. You can bank the 1 back at her, bring the cue all the way back down, which would give her natural position to the 2. Just has to be mindful of the 3 ball.
Yeah. I don't know if this ball's bankable because of the kiss factor, but it could be. We don't really have the angle here to tell.
No, it's a difficult
Yeah,
look.
I think there was a kiss factor there.
No, yeah, I was just saying bank it down, put the cue ball down
Right.
here.
Yeah. And I think Rachel. It's hard to tell. I'm not sure she
Yeah,
can see enough of this to make it. It's tough. I can't tell.
I do think she can make this ball, and I think she's going to have to just leave the cue ball on that end of the table to have a nice, decent shot on the 2. It'll be thin, but she'll be in the window of the sight, just like this.
Yep, she had plenty of room.
Yeah, she can see the 1.
Yeah. She didn't try to do too much. Just make the ball. And
Now, I don't like holding this. I think you cut it thin and let the cue ball travel back down to the short rail down there by the WPBA symbol and back out. I don't like to hold it. It makes me nervous to hold these.
yeah, I like holding this.
That's what I do when I try to hold
I like
them.
using inside English because
That's what I do when I try to hold
you
them.
can-
That's why I
you
don't.
can hit the ball a little fuller and just let it deflect over. So I love that shot. That's like right in my wheelhouse. But that's different.
Well, what
different
she did right
players play
there
different.
It's exactly
have
what I do when I
different
try to hold them. Yeah, exactly. All right.
Yeah, I almost like using deflection more for position than throw.
Absolutely. Uh-oh. Somebody dropped their cue. You're going to see Brittany stand up and
That's the right thing. Right.
readdress the table.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
It was an instant, too. You've seen it. It's so natural for her. She instantly stood up and readdressed.
Let's see what she's going to do here.
Smart.
I think she might have held that with a little bit of a little inside spin, or maybe she just rolled it. Maybe the angle was there. But she's found herself on the wrong side of the ball here
Yeah.
to get on the 5. So she's going to have to maybe just roll this and leave herself some distance, take her medicine like this. So that's where you just take your medicine and leave yourself a long shot here. I think she's got the natural angle here, so she's just draw this back and hold it. I don't think she's going to the rail here. I think she's just holding it. Whoa, she did go to the rail. She really stroked that ball. That was a nice shot. I knew she was very flat on that ball, so I didn't know if she had enough angle to stun it to the rail, but she really warmed it up with some speed to get it to punch to that rail and out. Caught a little bit of the point of the side pocket, but she's got a great angle to draw this and go up for a nice angle on the 7. So this turned out really good. She's in good shape here. Just like that. So she might have to Z back here, a Z draw, play the 8 in the bottom right, or she can go up with right-handing this and go 3 rails around. This is preference here, player preference. What do you like, Lonnie?
If I'm playing really well, I'm going 3 rails around. But if I'm a little bit hesitant or even a little non-confident on the day, I will draw it.
Play the Z draw there.
I like that she just played short side on that. I don't think that was a terrible option for her. She just made sure to make the 7.
I was thinking more of a Z and come back across and not play short side shape, but that looks really good. So
not a terrible position for Brittany. What she does have to do here is to make a commitment to the shot, because she's going to have to put some pace on this ball to bring the cue around. If she opts to roll it in, that's when deceleration can happen in your stroke. So you're going to see her take her time extension. These ladies are on a 40-second shot clock.
And this is a natural 4-rail shape to come down for the 9 in the bottom right corner if she opts to take it here. If she wants to use high ball, but she might be using draw, whipping it into the corner here. We'll see. Nope, she played the 4-rail shape.
So she needs a little more speed out of it.
I get it right once in a while, Lonnie. Once in a while. She wanted to hit that with a little bit more pace, but it's easy from in the booth to call those shots. Still, she's in real good shape, and Brittany's a real straight shooter. I don't think she's going to have a problem with this. Yeah,
Folks, let's talk about, that was a great shot by Brittany Bryant. 5-1 over Rachel Lang. These are our event sponsors here at the WPBA, and for the Napa CueSpeed Invitational here at Railyard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky. Poolshooters.com, Michelle Griffin, CueSpeed, and of course, Railyard and Napa. You guys are not familiar with Napa, go check them out. You can go to poolshooters.com and learn all about their league system. It's a pretty cool little league organization. All right, folks. So it looks like Rachel has taken her break. So while they're doing that, let's check out some of the scores around the room. All right, so it looks like Christina Zlateva is playing Molly Montoya. Christina is currently up 3-1 over Molly. Lisa Cassette is 4-0 over Alice Adams. Dawn Oldag is up 2-1 over Olivia Chang. Pia Filler is up 6-1 over Beth Sudholm at the moment. Monica Webb is 4-0 over Jessie Sexton. June Myers is up 3-1 over Holly Figueroa. I'm going to get that right one of these days. Her husband Dan's going to do some commentary with me later today. And Tina Larson is at 3s with Marianne Merrill. Lots of good stuff going on around the room. Lots of fun stuff happening here at the CueSpeed Napa Invitational.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
Folks, check those out. Some of the sponsors here for this event. Rachel Lang has come back to the table. I see a few people in the chat room. What up, Frank from PA Pro Am Pool? Thanks for tuning in. And I want to give a shout out to George. I don't know how to say your last name, Rushnock. Apparently, Jessie Sexton is his sister here, and she is in a battle with Monica Webb at the moment. All right, so Rachel, she took that break. Let's see if she comes back a new player. Like to get something started off that break, right? Let's start there, and let's get a good solid break, make a legal break, try to get back into the action. We all know in these races to 8 with the alternate break format, for some reason, right about this score line, we started seeing the momentum shift. See, wow, she
beautiful
crushed
break.
it.
Yeah, she just
Wow, she
just
deserves
hit 'em.
snaps
She
for
just
that.
hit the
Oh,
balls.
2 ball.
hit the ball square. She's got a cut in the side, but it's definitely not easy. She might be. It might be. No, I was thinking it might carry him off the 7, but she's looking to see if this is a scratch.
Well, when you put your cue in the straight line to the pocket, it's going to look like one.
She might, she might bank this ball if she thinks it's going to scratch. But I think she's going to go offensive with being down in the. Oh no. Let's see. Yeah, she went defensive. Nothing wrong with
A
that.
smart shot by Rachel.
Oh,
All right,
really
that
smart.
deserves the snaps, folks, for those of you who are familiar with the snaps. It's a great shot by Rachel.
No, that was heads up. This is very difficult hit for Brittany. Hard to calculate. It's a really wide angle. Just there's a lot of distance between the balls, so this is extremely tough kick. You can't use the rail as a backup. Like if you miss the hit, you're not going to get a backup there. She played it 2 rail shapes. That was awesome. I thought she was going to go for the direct hit there, but she played for 2 rails, come in, be underneath it.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful shot.
Was a nice hit.
That was yeah.
She has left Rachel the edge of this too. Rachel also has, she can thin this ball and play the safety. I mean, there is a safety available here, and she can see the 2.
Right. I think if she makes this, the shapes are going to be tough because she's going to be leaving herself a long ways away. So it looks like that was intentional there.
Yeah,
She
she
played
used
safe.
she used the pink 4 and the brown 7 as blocker balls, which was very smart shot by Rachel.
Yeah.
Now, this could get tricky for her depending on which direction Brittany. I almost don't mind kicking one rail to the short rail there at by the WPBA
Yeah, I think she's going to
symbol,
the top of the table and come
and
back with.
then kicking the safe.
Yeah, she's just. I think she's just get a good hit here.
Nice hit, roll it, make a hit. Those balls make for a nice wall. Good shot.
Some players might have opted to hit that with speed and maybe get a couple balls rolling, but that was a. If that's how she played it, that was an excellent shot there, because it looks like the 5 is blocking.
Folks at home, for those of you who are watching, if you could take just a second, especially if you're watching on our YouTube, could you please take just a second and hit the thumbs up button for us, and make sure that you subscribe to WPBA Billiards on YouTube so you always get notified when we go live.
Okay, we just saw a great shot there by Rachel. That was a great safety. Brittany she's in jail here. I don't even really see any way to hit this unless unless she bridges over the 5 and goes 3 rails, two or 3 rails up into that upper right corner, but with a bridge. I mean, she's in a bad spot here. She can't really go down table either. So let's see what she's getting the bridge out. I think she's going to play the 2-railer here. Now she can go 2 or 3 rails here with this kick. One of the problems she's going to have is if she goes behind, it's hard to get enough pace on it when you're jacked up like this or elevated. This is hard to get enough pace on this ball. She hit it as hard as she could. She got a lot of pace. She knew she had to do that to get safe. So that was even though Brittany missed that 2-rail kick or 3-rail kick, she executed it pretty well. Because I would put that at a scale of 1 to 10. I would say the difficulty on that kick was like an 8. A very difficult shot. Okay, now see what Rachel's going to do here. I think she's concerned about this 5 ball because I don't think it goes past the 7. It might. It's from my vantage point. Well, we got an overhead view. Maybe that 5 ball does go. I think maybe it goes. I think it goes past the 7. I looked at a different view. No, maybe it might not have gone by. That's why she bumped. She bumped the 5 there, so it must not have gone. Otherwise, she probably would have played her shot inside. I don't think Rachel has the luxury of going forward 2 rails out of that upper corner because of the 7's in the way. So I think she's just gonna draw this back with the low ball. I think play the 6 in that bottom right corner, go across. I like the fact that she went ahead and stroked that shot.
The tournament director. You can tell the tournament director. It's okay, girl. Your brother said hi.
Okay. I'm not really sure if she was playing short side shape there, but Rachel really hasn't settled into her game yet. This is awkward because the cue ball is going to be heading away from the 8, so she might have to do something, go forward up into 2 rails up into that corner, possibly draw this back with right-hand English to spin down for the 8. So she's looking at those options. But any way you look at this shot, this is a difficult shot. The position is tough here. That was a really nice play. That was a nice shape. The way she played it, she stunned it 2 rails, long rail, short rail, and then back down with inside English. That was a very advanced shot that she just executed. She made that shot look easy, and I don't think that was an easy shot. Okay, so she's just going to draw back here. Oh, she might be going forward. Maybe she's steeper than I thought. Go forward and play this in the side. I guess she thought she was a little steep to draw that back and play the 9 in this bottom left corner. So going forward on that shot, look, I guess appealed to her. Of course, she's at the table. She can see the angles better. Now this is cut in the side. The cue ball will be heading towards that bottom left corner. I think she's okay. I think this is thin enough. Yeah, it was thin enough she could miss the scratch in the corner. But it was definitely a factor there.
Right, nice opportunity there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the scoreline here is 5-2, currently in favor of Brittany Bryant. She will be breaking. Let's check out what's going on in the room for just a second. Christina Zlateva is up 4-1 over Molly Montoya. Lisa Cassette is up 6-0 over Alice Adams. Olivia Chang has come back in her matchup against Dawn Oldag, 3-2. Pia Filler is sitting on the hill against Betts. Monica Webb is 5-0 over Jessie Sexton. June Myers and Holly Figueroa. June is in the lead, 4-1. Got to get back to the action here, folks. Brittany Bryant to break.
All righty, here we go. Brittany is used the cut break there. I think the one passes the 3 ball in the side pocket.
Yeah, and I think it's a great way to get herself to the 2 ball, right? And then also potentially, if it's a little bit more difficult, potentially it is a good opportunity to get to the left side of the 2, which also plays for maybe a 2-way shot if necessary.
Yeah, it's almost like a free shot. Like if she misses and she drops down, for the 2, there's a good chance that even if she misses, that she's going to get safe here. So it's kind of it looks kind of like a free shot here.
Okay, like that, folks.
Yeah.
You can see
Yeah,
the cue ball track to the left side of that 2 ball.
She got safe. I know I use that term a lot, free shot. Those viewers out there, I play a lot of one pocket, and knowing what's a free shot and how to take advantage of those is is probably a bigger factor than in one pocket than 9 ball. So just throwing that out there.
There's
she might catch a break here, and she
no,
might not.
she has
No.
not. Brittany sitting in the VIP seating around the table, the feature table here. You guys can see the 2 ladies there, one with a hat and the black T-shirts. That's Sharon Stenegal and Lisa Carr. They are the previous owners of Mad Hatter Pool Room in Fairfield, Iowa, and my old sponsors. So who have now become wonderful friends. So shout out to Sharon and Lisa for making it all the way from Iowa to Louisville, Kentucky to support us ladies.
Cool.
Brittany's going to be real pleased with this position that she was left on the 1.
Yeah,
Be back in action.
she's got a nice angle on this 2 ball. She got a little flat. She wanted to get a little bit more angle, but she's okay to come up for the 3. Come off, stun off that right long rail and come back for the 3 ball. just like that.
Nice
That was perfect.
Great shot by Brittany.
She's got a nice little angle there.
Now, do you think that she should slide draw and try to stay in the window of the pink four, or do you think she should come 2 rails back out? To the right long rail, then to the left long rail?
Don't know.
I don't know if she's got enough angle
I don't
for
think she
it.
has enough angle for that.
I think she's got to try to draw it and hold it in the
I
window.
think she's going to try to draw it and hold it, I think.
In between the 8 and 9, folks, when I'm speaking of the window, she does have enough. She almost overhit it, though.
Yeah, she overhit it. She overdrew it.
Yeah, she tried to force the angle there.
It's kind of 50-50.
Brittany will probably play a nice little safety here and stick the cue on the 9.
Yep.
You can see her kind of pointing to where she'd like the cue to land on the 9 ball. Full force follow. Suck that cue ball right up to the 9. But
Yeah,
and all the sound effects. That's nasty.
yeah.
That's not very nice of Brittany.
Yeah, Rachel does have a pretty doable kick here.
Yeah, so Pat in our WPBA Billiards YouTube chat said he thinks he met Sharon in Michigan. You absolutely did meet Sharon, Pat, for sure. She was there. All right, unfortunately, that's a foul.
Yeah.
Brittany comes to the table with ball in hand.
Yeah, pretty straightforward out here.
The only
I
thing
think.
she's got to be mindful of is that she gets, on the good side of the 5 to get down table for the 6.
I think so. I think 5 to the 6 is the key shot of this out.
Absolutely. And with ball in hand, that is a very attainable situation.
Looks like she got a perfect angle. She just slide down about 3 feet here, or she could draw back, but from here it doesn't look like she needs to go across table, but yeah, just slide down.
You know that Brittany has like 19 Canadian championships.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I've known
21 times now. I forgot to add this year's. My bad.
her.
Like
Oh,
she's
Brit-
only like
I
30
know.
years old or something.
Oh, Brittany and I go way back. She used to come around. She'd come to Michigan all the time and play in tournaments and stuff. So I've known her forever. Oh, that was nice. She had a little bottom right on that, so when it drew back and hit the rail, it spun down. So that was.
Right. 9 ball in this same pocket to get to 6. A little bit of a tester. She's only got high ball, but luckily she can just roll this 9 in. Just like that,
Oh, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, 6-2 in favor of Brittany Bryant. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but we do use the perfect rack here at the WPBA. It is a template rack that is produced in Canada. And if you guys are interested in purchasing one of those, there's a couple different ways you can do that. You can reach out to Brittany Bryant. She can facilitate that sale for you. You can also reach out to the WPBA, and we can find, get you the information that you need to purchase them. Or you can come to one of our events where we sell them personalized to the venue and the event that you attend. So that would be my best. That's what I think you guys should do. I think you guys should come to a WPBA event in person. I think you will enjoy it. It is different. It's fun. The girls are super approachable and a lot of fun to be around. And it's, it's different. It's different than just watching it from home. It's
Definitely.
the girls are fantastic, and they love the spectators, and they sit around and chat with you, and they're very, very approachable. All right, what another good break by Rachel. I mean, unfortunately, the 2 is a little funny. Do you think it passes the 3?
I don't. I don't think it does.
I think they're trying to decide. I think only one of the balls is actually touching the rack. but moving it may be a bit of a problem. A lot of times what they'd like you to do is shoot one of the balls or move them before they'll touch the rack. But if Michael, that's Michael Ishibashi, he helps with timekeeping here at the WPBA, certain events.
Yeah, they have markers too, where they mark one
That's
of
what
the
he's
balls.
using there.
Yeah.
You can see. Actually, I would bet almost anything that that marker Michael made himself. He's got a few that he's made personally that he is giving away to some of his favorite people and players.
Yeah, those are
Shameless
those
plug
are
because I'm one of those people he gave one to.
those are handy.
Shameless plug there. Yeah, the perfect racks are absolutely phenomenal, and we have found that they have really good durability. They're not plastic like the Magic rack. They're not like a plasticky, but they're not like the Outsville racks where it's a little bit more fabricy. It's kind of like in the middle between paper and plastic. I don't know how to describe it, but it's
Like a hybrid.
yeah, it's like a hybrid rack. It's fantastic, and they can be customized. So if you own a pool room, or you know someone that might be interested, they're going to have a big event. They do them in bulk orders for customized ones. So if you order 25 or more, you can get them customized to whatever you would like. I think they do them in smaller orders too, but it may cost you more. I'm not really sure on that.
Yeah, or if you drive a Chevy Volt, because those are hybrids too.
Get you a hybrid rack. Perfect
You
Rack
can carry
is a
it around
sponsor
in
of the WPBA, just so we're clear. And that's why we use their racks. But
Oh, so
Ooh.
definitely the two didn't go, so she went for the tear out. She hit it well. She didn't get a good bounce off there, but just drawing it back and going into those balls at that speed was a success. I think she's gonna like maybe just hit a low. She might be crossing this into the 9-7 and going upstream. I don't know. She looks like she's crossing this ball and going upstream with the cue ball. Nope, she's staying low. But she did move that 7. I think with Rachel being down in the score here, I think she's got to swing at this shot.
Mm-hmm.
What do you? I mean, I'd say if Brittany had this shot, I would recommend that she play safe. But because of the score, if you're down in the score, you have to play more aggressive, and vice versa. If you're way up in the score, you want to make the player beat you.
Is that kind of
Don't
like
give
the
it away.
old one pocket rule? If you're up in the score, go up table. If you're down in the score,
Absolutely.
kind of the same theory, right?
Yeah, and but it's applicable to 9-ball too. I mean, if Brittany doesn't need to force anything here. She doesn't need to take any high risk shots. She
I
needs
wonder
to
if
play.
Brittany can catch the edge of this too.
She might be jumping it. She'd only have to jump over the edge if she had to jump it at all.
Oh, look at that. Things.
Yeah. Cue ball caroming down and making the 3 after contacts the 2. If I was her and it was close, I would just jump it just to these players shoot so accurately with the jump shot that why even risk it? Just go ahead and jump over it.
I'm wondering, I think she can see the edge of this too. I think she can get at it with a level cue. She's just got to decide what the right shot for her is. Wow.
Oh, she could see a lot of that
Snaps,
ball.
ladies and gentlemen.
She could see a lot of
Wonder.
that ball.
Well,
I didn't know she could see the whole
didn't
ball
work.
like that. I thought she could just see the edge of the ball.
All right, folks. So I do want to say that for the folks at home that know that I have a replay, I am actually not on our current set. So I apologize. I do not have the replay button here. And so I was not able to catch that shot from as a replay. We're not using my set. We're using Railyard set here. So shout out to Kyle for being so awesome because he totally helped me get it set up.
Betsy will be playing
But
tomorrow at 10 a.m.
I wish I had the replay button right now because that was
Yeah.
a great shot, you know?
Well, we thought, we thought she, could only see half the ball from the monitor, but she could see the whole thing.
It's a great shot by Brittany Bryant. And now she sits on the hills 7-2 over Rachel Lang.
Okay. That was kind of a cross between a cut break and a square hit there. She kind of floated up table and just barely touched the top of the rail. This might be a kick on the 7 here. It looks dead if she kicks at this ball. If you look at the overhead monitor, don't you think, Lonnie? I think if she decides to kick at this, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would be kicking at it, but I don't think she is. Maybe
You
she's
can
just
thin
being
it and go
concerned.
2 rails under the
Yeah.
7 here. Oh, she tried. Nice try.
Yeah, that was a kiss angle, I think. I'm not sure she could have ducked that kiss.
So the rule of thumb when you're crossing over a ball, right, is if the cue ball and the object ball are the same distance from the rail, right, it's a double kiss. So if the object ball, after you make contact with the object ball, if your cue ball has to go the same distance as your object ball has to go to the rail, it's a kiss. Is that correct? What's the theory on that, Derek?
No, the theory is if you're banking a ball and you're straight in, straight into the pocket, not the pocket you're going into, but to the opposite pocket. That if the cue ball and the object ball are in line with you're in line with the pocket. Okay, not the pocket that you're shooting into, and then you're banking it to the other pocket. That's a kiss.
Okay.
So like if I'm just straight this upper left corner, if I'm straight into that upper left corner with a ball, and I'm trying to bank it over to this right corner, it's a kiss.
Okay. All right.
So it's how they're lined
I
up.
was trying to
with
give
the
a
puck.
really good description for the folks at home to understand how the double kiss works. Yeah. So it looks like I think
like-
Brittany can see the one here. I don't know that she can pocket the one.
That's when you're. That's a kiss. The kiss I'm describing with is when you're crossing the ball, right? And then there's a kiss where you're so straight in on the ball that you don't have enough angle to get out of the
the
kiss.
way.
So that's a different. But those are two different scenarios.
No,
so
I
two
just
different
meant the
types
crossover
of,
one.
right when you cross it.
All right, so Brittany has used her extension for this rack. These are on a mandatory 40-second shot clock with 1 extension per rack.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I did a great job explaining that, but for people that don't understand it, that's
We need
something.
a little whiteboard for
Well-
Derek
well,
so
I
he
think
can draw a picture and show you guys.
I would highly recommend that you get that concept down pat because it's super important in pool,
Absolutely.
all games. You know. And you can be rest assured that like all one pocket players know that because you got to be able to you got to know what you can bank at.
Absolutely.
So, all right, so
All right, so she
Great
comes to the
choice.
table with ball in
Yeah.
hand.
I don't see any real difficulties in this rack. Every ball kind of leads to the next. So a lot of shoot and stop here. She doesn't really need to do much with this cue ball here. Maybe go forward a skosh. She'd want to go forward a little bit so she can get closer to the 5 on her 2 shots ahead here. So she wants to go drift forward a little bit.
It's a tad. She doesn't want it to overrun.
Now she can cut the 3 ball to her right a little bit and float down for the 5. She wants to get a nice angle on the 6. She can play short side shape on this 6, or she can come down here off the rail and play the 6 in the upper right corner. I think the angle, she left herself a lot of angle, so I think she's going to drop down to the middle of the table and play the 6 in the upper left. She doesn't have to. She could play it. She could spin this and play it down here in this bottom left. I'm not really sure what she did there. I don't think she committed to that shot. So she left herself on the 50-yard line even if she would have made that shot. So she needed to commit to one shape or the other there. Either spin that ball and play short side shapes, or punch it down and play shapes in the upper left with the 6. So that was a mistake, Rachel.
No, it just happened.
Yeah.
So Brittany said.
Oh, she must have fouled the I don't know what happened either there.
Either. She just stood up and said I fouled. I couldn't see it from our viewpoint. It's not all ball foul, so wonder if she tapped the cue ball on the way through or a double hit on her push follow. I'm not sure. All right, folks. Now,
Rachel got a little flat here. I think she's okay, but there was no reason to get anywhere near flat there. Now she left herself distance. This is that was a mistake there, getting flat on that 7 ball. She's okay here, but she didn't need to leave herself a long shot. She's okay here.
no, but because she fell flat on the 7, I like that she just accepted a little bit longer shot on the 8. I think it's fine. I think, whatever is what was most comfortable for you in that moment. Because when you're down, you know how you can get a little unconfident.
Oh, yeah.
You lose your confidence a tad. All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Rachel Lang got another notch on the belt. Score is currently 7-3 in favor of Brittany Bryant. Let's check out what's going on around the room. All right, Christina Zlateva has extended her lead 6-1 over Molly Montoya. Lisa Cassette is on the hill over Alice Adams, 7-2. Olivia Chang, 5-2 over Dawn Oldig. Monica Webb sitting on the hill over Jessie Sexton, 7-1. June Myers is also on the hill over Hallie Figueroa. Tina Larson is 5-5 with Marianne Merrill. Of course, our feature matchup. Scoreline is currently 7-3. Yeah, one thing I can tell you about the ladies here at the WPBA, if somebody fouls or thinks that they're fouled, they just give it up. I mean, we don't. The ladies kind of self-govern, and I think it's pretty awesome here that they do that.
Oh,
we have rules in place, but the
without
girls,
a doubt, you're right.
The girls call it on
100%.
themselves.
You're 100% right.
Yeah,
You're
girls
100%.
totally call on themselves.
And the tour and the players, that they need that. She didn't get fortunate here on the break, so we're gonna see
how
a push.
she crushes them though? I mean, it's like she hits it, the cue ball hops, and they explode, and then they come back together.
So where did she push here? This is a difficult push. She might have to push to a kick. I mean, probably to the. If she pushes to the top rail there, where that WPBA. Okay, so she's not pushing. I didn't think she pushed it so Brittany can make this ball, but I think she can see it. But I'm not sure. Maybe Brittany can make this. And she just left her distance. Brittany's looking at it. She might only be able to see the left edge of this 1 ball. I can't really tell by the monitor. So she either can see the ball enough to make it, or she just can see the left edge. And if she can only see the left edge, she'll just cut it and then bank it to the cross table and come down here with the cue ball. It looks like she's stroking like she can make it. Yeah, she can make it. That was a nice 2 rail out of the corner. That was a beautiful shot from that distance. That was really good cue ball control. So she got good on this 2-ball. I think just like a touch of center right hand spin and come up for the 3 in the side here. This is pretty natural. She just like that. She definitely had the English on that. You see that come back up table to get her better positioned on the 3.
Yeah.
I think just draw this back a skosh here. She wants to get an angle here. Okay, she went forward. She wanted to get the angle on the 5, right there where the tip of her cue is. I think she's gonna. I don't think she was planning to hold the 5. I think she was planning to, come across table. Nope, she was playing hold. Okay, I thought she was going to draw back up table.
I like Brittany staying in the window for this shot.
Yeah, that's conservative shape, but yeah, I mean, hard to argue with the way she's playing. So just, I like a tip a high, tip a left here, come 2 rails out of the corner to the middle of the table.
I love.
A little conservative.
Yeah, I just fell a little short, but actually, I mean, to be fair, if she pockets this ball, she's with a little bit of low English, she's going to hold right there for the 8 in the same exact pocket.
Yeah. She might be able to go forward too into the corner, but I think most of these players prefer to use draw. I know most pros that's the preferred shot.
And to be fair, draw accepts to the pocket a little nicer than follow, and the tables are new felt, new cloth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Clean balls, like all the things.
When you draw the cue ball, you put topspin on the object ball, and that's what you want.
That's right.
Because it's like rolling in when it hits the jaws of the pocket. If you don't make it straight in, it's got that topspin, and it is more receptive to the pocket. So, yeah, like a shot like this, you will probably see her use like a draw stun shot here.
Just going to pocket the ball. Just center ball, make the ball.
Yeah,
Just
if
make the ball.
she drew
She's
it,
on the
she
hill.
could scratch in the side.
She's on the hill. She just
center.
needs to make it.
She just used the center ball there. That's fine.
Fantastic. All right. So congratulations to Brittany Bryant. She is advancing forward. If you guys want to follow along with this bracket, you can go to digitalpool.com, which is in the link to our. The link is in the description on YouTube. If you go to WPBA Billiards, you can subscribe to our channel and get notified whenever we go live. Rachel is not out of the event. She's just going to have to take the scenic route. So I want to say thank you to Derek Pogorski, Ann Arbor Derek, for his excellent commentary in this match. And I'm sure Derek will be back in the booth with us throughout the weekend.
All right, well.
He likes to hang out with us girls here at the WPBA. So congratulations to Brittany. Rachel, we're going to see you again soon on the B side. Thank you to Derek Pogorski. We're going to stop and reboot the stream. Our next live match is going to be Janet Atwell versus Jessica Barnes. So,
all right.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you go. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. And if you'd like to donate to the WPBA, you can do that at WPBA.com. You can also purchase a set of balls. You can do that. The link is also in our YouTube description. Or you can send us a super chat through the WPBA Billiards YouTube channel. We are going to stop this stream and restart for the next match. Folks, it is due to start at 2 o'clock Eastern Time Zone. See you soon.